Baby, tell me if you like it.
Dajaha, ni hao, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for subscribing. I'm going to try my best to upload some videos for you before I disappear again. So this year, basically the new students usually come in September. We call them September intakes. Yeah, we call them September intakes. Some people come in August, some people come in October. Basically, some schools have 2 intakes. My school in particular has a March intake and a September intake. March is spring intake and September intake is autumn intake. So yeah, 2 batches, 1 year. So since September, since October wasn't a long time ago, I'm going to talk about my first year experience, and I'm going to advise you like I'm advising my younger self or my younger sister. Actually, my younger sister is coming. Hopefully she can come in March, and hopefully she can come to my school, but that's just all up to my parents. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing, what should I do? I think I'm gonna start with my experience, my first year experience of school, what you guys shouldn't do and what you guys should do. The first one is relationships and dating. If I were to advise my younger sister, I'd say that she should stay away from dating and relationships for at least 1 semester. If she can try to push it to a year, she should push it to a year. Basically, why I'm saying that, I don't know why I'm saying basically so much. I'm so sorry. Okay, so in a semester, I think that's enough time to, I almost said basically. In a semester, I think that's enough time for you to really know somebody. And a year is even so much better. It allows you to really know who your friends are. It allows you to know what kind of person the person is. It allows you to kind of be friends with the person first before you can just jump into a relationship. And I see most people like in the first semester, by the end of the semester, they're already dating. I don't think that's enough time for you to know someone. I would have chosen to be friends with the person and kind of know the person as a friend first. I ended up being in a toxic relationship for a while because I dated the person in the first semester. I didn't give myself time to really know who I'm dating. I didn't give myself time to think about if this is the right decision to make and stuff like that. And that's the thing, when you come as a new student, older students kind of just see you as fresh meat, and the attention is just gonna be so much, and you're gonna get like so many guys asking you out, or you're gonna have, speaking in a girl's perspective, you're gonna have so many guys just asking you out and stuff like that, especially if you are in an engineering school where there are not a lot of girls. Definitely a lot of guys gonna ask you out. Just try your best to kind of just, build a wall around you for at least a semester, a year, or something like that. Try to know yourself and your friends and the kind of person you are, potentially going to date. Okay, so now I want to talk about friends. Friendships is also something that you have to be careful of in your first semester and first year of university. Basically, it's just the same thing as what our parents always tell us. Pick your friends wisely, and also, what's the other saying? Birds of the same feather flock together. So you need to choose your friends very wisely in your first year, first semester. Also, you need to know the type of person you are, the type of friends you want to hang out with. Try your best to hang out with, the good crowd that will help you with school. If you find people that are very serious with school, those are the type of people you want to be hanging out with. You should always remember why your parents actually brought you here. I know your first year should be the year that you have fun and stuff like that, but you want to kind of, also remember why your parents brought you here. If you can have fun and at the same time still be able to be serious with school, then that's good. If you can be in a group where you guys are having fun and there's a limit to your fun, and there's a time when you guys say, what, it's time to study, let's study, what, it's time to have fun. Also leads me to having fun. Yeah, in your first year, in first year, this is the time you want to use to, travel, sightsee, explore. That's one of the things I regret not doing in my first year, because I had Chinese and sciences like math, physics, and all those, easy stuff. And I could have used that time to explore. I could have used that time to travel. I had so much time on my hands and I had so much money that till this day, I feel like I wasted so much. And I want you guys to, use that time wisely. Use your first year to explore your city, to explore your surrounding areas. You could search up, free things to do, free places with free entries like museums, parks, special kind of parks. You could go as a group, as a class, explore. And also that leads me to money. You need to, limit and kind of budget, drop a budget for yourself in the first year or in the first semester. I feel like that's the time your parents will send you the most amount of money, because you need to buy things. You need to buy blankets, you need to buy a heater maybe, you need to pay for bills, you need to buy a new laptop, you need to buy a new phone maybe. There's certain things that you need to buy for school, and that's when your parents are going to give you a lot of money. And that's what my parents did too. And first year, that's when I got a lot of money from my parents, a lot of money. And I tell you, I wasted it. I even got more than enough. And I wasted it. I could have used that time to budget. I could have used that time to save, but I didn't. I just used the money for other useless things. I didn't even know about internet shopping. Can you imagine? I used to buy clothes from the mall where things are like 3 times more expensive than they are online. I knew about online, but I wasn't bothered because I could afford things that were in the shops. Very stupid, I know. But yeah, your first year, use that time to budget, know what to do with your money. Kind of drop a budget, what you need to use your money for: food, bills, exploring, savings. Make sure you make some savings, because you never know what you need the money for. You can fall sick. You can use that money to go to the hospital. You don't have to call your parents and waste their time and more money. So think about that. That's something I wish I did. And that's something I'm going to make sure that my sister knows about when or if she comes to China or wherever she goes to. I'm going to make sure that she knows that in her first semester, in her first year, she needs to learn how to budget. And when I was in high school, I wasn't given a lot of money. So when I came to university, that was the first time I was given so much money. And I came alone. I didn't come with my parents. So it's not like I had my dad or my mom helping me buy these things for school and stuff like that. I was buying everything on my own. So you can imagine a 16-year-old getting a lot of money like that. I didn't know what to do with it. I never knew how to budget. I never knew how to, use my money wisely. So I was just spending money anyhow. But now that I know, I kind of regret everything I did. But yeah, it's all in the learning experience. So I can't really, just stick on being sad about it. So first year is also the time I wish I used that time to kind of know who I really am. Comparing myself to first, I know when you compare yourself to the beginning and towards the end, you are not supposed to be the same. People change all the time. But now, because I know what I know, I wish I did certain things differently. And I feel like some of these things have happened and they've actually, made me stronger in a way and have taught me so much. So I wish I used my first year to kind of know who I really am. I feel like in my first year, I kind of molded the person I was because of the friends I had, because of the relationship I was in, and it kind of like made me who I was in first year, and that I feel like that's not who I really was. And I feel like because of everything that happened in my first, second, third year, how do I put this? I feel like I am who I am now because of what happened in my first, second, third year. And I don't feel bad about it. I'm not the social person I used to be in first year. I don't go out as much. I don't have as much friends as I used to. So that is fine. It's still fine anyways. You're still supposed to change, but make sure that you change in a good way. If you can try to build a very good foundation for yourself in first year, try as much to do that. So first year is kind of like your first impression to everybody. So most of the things that you do in first year, for example, if you're a drinker, if you're a smoker, if you did some crazy thing in the club, if you're dancing like a crazy person, and you know, when people see that, that is what is going to stick in their mind for the next 4 years. Trust me on this. Because there's this guy in my school. He's really good now. He's like really like a model student. But I can still remember first meeting him in the club dancing like, you know, crazy. Like he was on the tables just dancing. And I remember seeing him and he was like, you know, I was just like, wow, this guy doesn't care about nothing. He doesn't care about nobody. He's just living his life, you know? And comparing him to what he is now, it's so hard to, you know, remove that picture from my mind. So you have to be very careful of what you do. I know I said have fun, but have fun responsibly. What you do in first year is like your first impression on everybody. So I'm not saying be fake, but I'm saying just try your best to be good behavior. To have good behavior. Do good behavior. So that is all I had for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this experience. If you are living in China and have lived here for more than a year, please let us know about your first year experience. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you have done differently? What would you like to advise people to do? And I think if I left any other stuff out, I'm going to definitely put them in the comment section. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. 再见。
Baby, tell me if you like it.